نحمده ونصلي ونسلم على رسوله الكريم. You know how wide and how huge the universe is. You know how far they have gone, how far they have traveled, and there is still a lot to be discovered. And how huge, great stars they have found. Let's just think about sun, how huge it is. 1.3 million Earth can fit in sun. This is how huge sun is. 600 solar system can fit inside sun. The stars we have in solar system, all of them, if they are multiplied by 600, they all can fit inside sun. This is how huge sun is. How powerful that is going to be. Now, imagine the power of Earth itself, how huge the Earth is. Imagine these mountains that we see, how huge they are, how powerful they are, how hard they are. But all of these, when they were giving this task to be responsible of the trust of Allah, they all backed off, no matter how powerful they are. إنا عرضنا الأمانة على السماوات والأرض والجبال فأبين أن يحملنها. They all backed off. They could not took the responsibility of this iman, of this amanat that Allah placed on human being. وَأَشْفَقْنَا مِنْهَا. They all were scared. This is so huge. Then what happened? وَحَمَلَهَا الْإِنسَانِ. How small this insan is. And in this insan, how small this heart is. But this heart said, okay, Allah, I'm ready. I'm ready to take you in. That's why in a Hadith Qudsi it comes that I cannot be encompassed inside the entire universe, but Momin's heart can encompass me. This is how powerful heart you have. We never recognized the power that Allah kept within us. We never recognized. We see, oh, how huge the sun is, how huge these things are, and how valuable. None of this is valuable. None of that is worth anything in the sight of Allah. What worth in the sight of Allah is the heart in your chest. Worth more than anything, this heart, Momin's heart. It can encompass Allah. It can take the love of Allah. Allah can come into it. But this heart, we have made it so dirty. We have the more we would have been protective about it. We should have been protective about it. Now the more we are negligent about it. Every other filth we are pouring it in it every single day. Looking at haram, saying haram, listening haram, doing haram, thinking haram. We are pouring garbage inside every day. In that heart, Allah will come. In that, Allah's love will come. In that heart, Allah's friendship will come. That's how you will recognize Allah. With that heart, you're gonna present yourself before Allah. Allah. What I was listening to one Shaykh, he said, Quran is Noor and Quran is Hidayat. Quran makes one person recognize Allah. But the very first restriction Quran put in order for in order for to take hidayat from Quran is hudal lil muttaqin. You need to clean your heart first, brother. You need to clean that mirror out first. Then you will see the picture of haqq. Then the light will go through. This heart we have made it so dirty. There was a person about whose heart Allah Himself gave witness that his heart was totally pure from anything other than me. وَإِنَّ مِن شِيعَتِهِ لَإِبْرَاهِيمَ إِذْ جَاءَ رَبَّهُ بِقَلْبٍ سَلِيمٍ. So, I don't know, I cannot express the power of these words. Allah is saying, in amongst the galaxy of Anbiya, there is Ibrahim. What a man! When he came to his Lord with a clean heart. The test after test after test after test. You know, you have raw material and you process it and you process it and you process it, you refine it until the purest thing comes out. Allah. How many times this guy is tested, thrown in fire, have to leave the family in the middle of desert. Now after 80 years of du'as, 80 years of begging Allah, oh Allah grant me a son, oh Allah grant me a son, oh Allah grant me a son. 80 years, not 8 years, 80 years. After 80 years of begging Allah, now he finally got a son. فَبَشَّرْنَاهُ بِغُلَامٍ حَلِيمٍ. Allah, there's no time to explain the whole story, but just imagine a father and a son. And those who are father here, they can feel it. What is the love of a son? What is the love of a son? How much a father loves his son. I was telling the students the other day, you know, as soon when a person is not a father, whenever whenever he sees something attractive, he imagines himself in it. You know, if I'm not when I was not a father, if I see a very good car, I imagine myself, oh, how I wish if I would have had it. If I see a best clothing, I see myself, imagine myself in it. I wish if I could wear it. If I see a great house, I imagine myself in it. But as soon a person becomes father, he starts imagining his son in it. When he sees a beautiful car, he says, I wish my son could have it. My son could have it. My son could wear it. My son could live in it. That's how the father is. And this is the father, Ibrahim. Son like Ismail. And Allah's order come, go and slaughter your son. Inni ara fil manam anni azbahuk. I looked at in my dream, I'm slaughtering you. He could have just taken him. Why did he told him? Because he wanted the last man on the face of earth until the last man on the face of earth to know that this is how tarbiyat needs to be done. When he asked him, you know, we have to drag our kids to masjid. Let's go to pray. And here is a son. فَلَمَّا بَلَغَ مَعَهُ السَّعْيَ. He just barely started walking with him. 6 years or 8 years. This is what ulama say. And he is saying, Ya abati fa'al. You know, the word to command in Arabic is if'al. He even removed the alif. Do it quickly. Ya abati fa'al. Even remove the alif. Go ahead and do it right away. What will happen? When I will die, I will leave this world and I will go in akhirat. And I will leave you and instead of you I will get Allah. What loss is there? 6-year-old. This is how much the heart can be refined. This is how much the heart can be refined. When the riwayat says when he had the knife in his hand and Ismail alayhi salam was upside down, his face he was facing the floor, he was facing the ground. So Ibrahim alayhi salam took his head, he grabbed his hair and he pulled his head back, and on the other hand he had the knife and he was about to slaughter. At that moment he looked up. On this I remembered all of this, what I'm saying. On that moment he looked up and he said, "Oh Allah, if you think Ismail's love has taken over my heart, that's not the case. This heart is still for you." And he said, Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. I wish if we start thinking like that at least. Having that heart is far away thing. But at least start to think like that. At least start to beg Allah to grant us that heart. Just free from everything. All the sins. Clean heart. Pure heart. Ibrahim Khalil-ullah. The friend of Allah. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun. Assalamu alaikum.